What's up, guys? It's your boy JohnPick with Sharp Bets DFS, back with another video to help you make money on PrizePicks, Underdog, and Sleeper tonight. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more of our videos that we put out on a daily basis, and check out that pinned link in the comments below. That's where you'll find a Patreon link where for $14.99 a month, you can have instant access to our Discord where you'll find all the tips, advice, players to tail, tickets to tail, anything and everything you could possibly need to succeed on PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, DraftKings, many other platforms tonight. So no basketball tonight. Gonna have to wait until Thursday. That's fine with us. We love our baseball, right? It's kind of my specialty. It's been a little bit tough here lately, but we're looking to turn around tonight. And so I've got a couple real nice picks from the same game, actually, coming up here at 7:05 my time, 8:05 Eastern. Between the Tampa Bay Devil Rays and the Devil Rays, I'm sorry, they're just the Rays now. People are so soft. Between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago Cubs. So McClanahan's on the mound for Tampa Bay. Tough pitcher, truly dominant at times, but also can show, there's some chinks in his armor have shown from time to time, and we'll get into that here in just a minute. But Hendricks over here, don't really know a whole lot about him. Looks like he's got one start this year, and it didn't go so well. You don't want to have an ERA really above 3. He's more than double that. So, it is what it is. That just lends itself to Tampa Bay having a big day today. And one in particular, as you can see here, what I have up here is the MLB.com. Or what is it? MLB.com. So you can find some real good stats, all the information really you need. You don't need to be going out there and paying for services and then all that nonsense, man. You can find anything and everything you need right here, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. As far as stats, like, don't pay for stat muse is what I'm saying. We almost fell into that trap, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go check it out. And sure enough, plenty of info right here. Super easy, too. So my two picks for today, I'm liking. They're right next to each other, it just so happens, in the on PrizePicks as well. Josh Lowe is the first one, all right, to go over 1.5 HRR, or hits, runs, and RBIs. And then I also like Patrick Wisdom to go over 1/2 HRR, or hits, runs, RBIs. So, again, we were just looking at the pitching matchups. Let's take a look at that. McClanahan has really been tearing it up, right? He's 8-0. Got a sub-2 ERA, amazing. 75 strikeouts. He was the taco this morning, a little bit early. Well, yeah, I guess it was this morning, technically, for most of us. But, he was the taco for today. Tacos have been a little hit or miss here lately, but I have faith that McClanahan will get his. I think the discount was from 7 even to 5.5. So we took the over on that, but it's a little bit late to get in on that right now. I think it's a WNBA taco. If that's your thing, enjoy. I'm gonna leave it at that. Now, I do have some people. We have a lot of people in the Discord that love that WNBA stuff, and you know what? That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I can't watch it. I can't. Personally, I don't enjoy it, and I don't like gambling on a sport that I don't enjoy watching. That's just me. Baseball has been popping off this year. They really made those rule changes that people are loving. I'm rambling. We'll get right into it, right? Patrick Wisdom, as you can see, against. So McClanahan on the mound, as we said, is a real beast out there, but he's a left-hander, right? And Wisdom is a right-hander. Although Wisdom's average on the year, not so great, right? 224. Not exactly where we want it to be. But, again, we have the advantage of him being a right-hander as opposed to McClanahan on the mound that's a lefty. And what we can do here on MLB.com, as I said before, also is you can go in here and use these, nifty little tools like batter versus pitcher. We'll go right in here, pick the Tampa Bay Rays. By McClanahan by scrolling down too far. There we go. So McClanahan this year, in his history. Now, you got to be careful sometimes when you look at those stats that we were looking at before. I think this is where we were. Yeah. So this will show you their lifetime stats, batter versus pitcher, the starting pitcher for that day. But you got to remember some guys like, I don't think there's any real good examples here, but guys like, who's a good example? Guys who've been around for a while. Okay, Kemp, right, for the Athletics. Been around for a little while. Has amassed some stats, right? But they don't necessarily tell you the full story, since some of them could be as far back as 6 or 7 years. And that goes for anyone. I'm not saying that's the case with Kemp in particular. But anyhow, my point is, you got to be careful sometimes when you're looking at the just that, and you got to want to dive a little bit deeper. And that's what we've done here. Shane McClanahan in 2022, Wisdom faced him twice, right? One was not only a hit, but he took him yard, right? Home run. The other one was a strikeout, which makes sense, right? That's what you're typically going to run up against when you've got a power pitcher like McClanahan on the mound. He's either going to strike a guy out or give up a long fly ball or a home run. There's pros and cons to each pitching type, right? So didn't intend to go this deep into stuff, but I do like explaining myself and my picks. And I think we've done a fairly decent job of that today. If indeed Wisdom is starting, which he should, then he'll get more than 2 at-bats, more than likely. I would hope so. One might end up being a walk, so he'll have 2 official at-bats. And hopefully out of those, he'll get a hit, right? We only need him to get 1 today. That's what we're betting on. So, boom, there it is. That's pick number 1. Or I guess that's pick number 2, but we'll go back and take a look at Josh Lowe and do basically the same thing that we just did with Wisdom. So let's take a look at Lowe. If it ever decides it wants to come up. Sweet. So Mr. Josh Lowe. I didn't kind of really show off the history here. So obviously where I start with these guys is looking at that history, right? That full history. Now Lowe hasn't been in the league for that long, so and he's only had 3 at-bats, but he's gotten 2 hits in those 3 at-bats and got himself an RBI. That absolutely lends itself to him going over 1.5 HRR, which would include those 2 statistical categories we were just looking at, hits and RBIs. Also, if he gets himself on base, whether it be a walk or not, rounds all the way around the bases and gets in there and scores, that's a run. So let's say he gets a hit, a run, and an RBI, we're a full 1 point over, right? Where we need to be. We need him to get 2. We need him to get a hit and then either get someone, drive someone in with that hit, getting an RBI, or to round the bases all the way, whether it be a walk or not, and that'll be a run. So boom, let's get it. These are your 2 picks for today. I'm going to be putting out more and more baseball as basketball ends, sadly. But hey, this is where we're here to make money, right? And I said before, I don't exactly enjoy betting on sports that I don't enjoy watching as much. It just kind of makes watching those sports that much better. Or at least that's kind of how I got started. And I would imagine that's probably where a lot of you are now. If you haven't been a big baseball fan in the past, guys, now is the time. Now is the time. Get in there, check it out. If you have a local sports team, or a local baseball team, an MLB team in your city, or at least in your state, check it out. Like, become a fan. Now's a great time to start watching, right? They've done a lot of things to make the game a lot quicker. Number one, to make it more exciting. And, I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard about this already, but, there's probably a lot of you that watch our videos normally for basketball and kind of write off baseball. I get it, but the only thing that I would say is give it a chance. We've been killing it in there. It has been a little bit tough in the past few days, 3 or 4 days. We've only won a few tickets, or swept a few tickets that we put out for our patrons to tail. But, man, for a while there, in spring training, we were absolutely destroying it, right? But then regular season started up, and we were still doing pretty well, but we weren't like sweeping all damn near every ticket like we were in spring training. But for a while there, we were hitting a whole bunch of slips, right? Green beans across the board, baby, and that's what you want to see, obviously. It slowed down a little bit here in the past few days, but that's okay. That happens. You can't win like that every day. Not everyone's lucky all the time. But we're really looking to get back into the winning tradition tonight. And I think these 2 picks will help you guys join us in that pursuit to success, right? So I'll stop rambling. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more of our videos, and check out that pinned link in the comments below. $14.99 a month gets you instant access to our Discord, where you'll find all the tips, advice, players to sale, tickets to sale, anything and everything you could possibly need to succeed on PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, DraftKings, all them bad boys tonight. So until next time, I'm John Pick with Sharp Bets DFS. Let's get that money, son.